Today I'm out and about again, scouting in the forests and the fields that are surrounding the village, and this time I'm trying new direction which I didn't explore yet. So today is very bright and it is very sunny, but I will be heading over to these fields, although it will be with like a very big circle around, and I will be going deeper into these forests and trying to see who is living well in there over there, and hopefully I'll get some tracks noted into the maps and maybe even find the locations that are suitable for the further placement of hides, cameras, or whatever might be useful in this journey. So I'm really keen to do that. At first I decided that I will go with the car, drive over there and just hike around, but I mapped out everything and saw that it's 10 kilometers, not that far, so I can do a short stroll and maybe even catch some pictures of animal sceneries on the go. So the situation was that the whole field is surrounded with a ditch that is full of water. I already knew that before going here, but in my memories, very distant summer memories, that ditch was not that full of water, so I had to walk a little bit backwards by the ditch, so I have to change my plans, but eventually I found a shallow enough place to cross it, so I already did so, and I'm heading into the forest according to the primary plan, seeing what's happening over there, because actually in the field it looks like animals are not also very keen on crossing that place, so there aren't many tracks compared to other locations that I walked today. So going to see what's over there in the forest. So now the plan is to go following the ditch back to the place where I saw animals crossing it, not the animals but their tracks, and see where those tracks are leading and mark everything down. So this is a very nice place. It for sure was a swamp that I'm walking right now, and maybe in summer it is kind of a swamp, although all the water drains actually down into the ditch. But it's a very cool place. I think I'll be heading here in the summer for sure. It seems that I'm departing the swamp because ground is much firmer right now, and there are trees that are much stronger, much thicker. So I think that I'm leaving it. I think that I'm already seeing the quadrant line that I'm trying to find. But this was a very interesting hike through this period, through this section of the swamp, because I saw tracks, I saw claws that I could not recognize, so I'm googling when I get back home. And actually lots of moose tracks, even bigger than yesterday's. So this is also a cool thing. I will be exploring it a little bit more for sure. I will be coming back here, and now all that is left is continue walking and seeing what other tracks, what other roads can I find over here. But I'm very happy that I chose to cross that water ditch and get here, because this is a very interesting place to visit. So this weekend is filled with lots of hiking and exploring and lots of testing, and I'm very happy that I have the opportunity to do so. So I'm checking for all the tracks and all the signs of animal activity around the village. So this is one thing. Also, I'm testing this camera. I maybe mentioned somewhere or not, but I'm using a new camera for video work that should be somewhere in between, and this might sound a little bit brave, but somewhere in between between my Sony and the Blackmagic camera, because after one of the hikes I drenched all the equipment in rain, wet snow, etc. So I wanted a camera that is suitable for such occasions, and this is the Lumix G9, and so far I'm very happy about it, and exploring the possibilities and all the new functions that it has. So this is what I'm doing also right now. I'm just talking and walking, capturing the moments and testing it out. Also, new camera, new bag. So I have this new Flipside Lower Pro Flipside 450. I'm very also happy with it. Everything fits nicely, everything that is needed for content creation. So if I need it, those can be 2 cameras, not 1, a drone, a laptop, everything. So I'm very happy about it. It's very super comfortable and spacious enough for such light hikes, so I will be using it a lot. And what am I testing more? The thing that I don't use tripod. Today I decided to go out, although I brought a tripod with me, but I decided, oh look, how big is this? This is the biggest one so far. I have to mark this down, but I'm not using tripod, so I'm interested how everything will look like. Especially I took pictures of birds in the distance, and I want to see how can I perform without a tripod, because it's a hassle. At least that's how I started to feel. So, and especially with G9, because it has a very good stabilization. So looking forward to seeing the material without the tripod. As most people are starting to go outdoors in the warmer times, and they enjoy it much more, I thought I'll share a few tips from my own experience that might be helpful for you when you are either just starting out, or you are already an experienced person but you are looking for some new things. So the first tip is start on your own. Although it is tempting to go into the massive hikes where lots of people are gathering, I would suggest, well, you can still go there, but start walking alone as well, because when you are walking alone, you are responsible for everything and you have to think about many things, and this is a very good learning experience. Also, those hikes of course can be shorter and easier in the beginning, but this develops your skill for longer hikes, and you know what to think when preparing for the hike, and this is in general a very good thing to do. And actually this helps you to overcome the fear of, well, going out and maybe not finding the way back. So little by little you expand your, well, circle of fear as well as skills. So this is a good thing to start out, especially if you, for example, only go to the hikes that are organized by somebody else. So try doing that on your own. The other tip is learn to read map and compass. Although digital tools are very handy and very good when hiking, so they can help you to know how far you walked, where are you in general, etc., etc. But learning those basic skills will help you develop the confidence that you can actually go out and get back. Also, compared to digital tools, paper map and compass give you a much better awareness of the area and of the situation, because you have to take care about like finding the right angle, finding the points that help you to orientate yourself. So this brings you much better awareness of the situation, and this helps you actually to get back if needed. Compared to the watch, when, for example, you just see the direction, you just see the road where you have to go, but you are not paying attention to the landmarks and similar items on your road. So be aware of that and start practicing it. Even if you don't know actually how to orientate with the map and compass, try experimenting on the pathways that are familiar for you. You can go to some sort of parks where there are proper roads, proper hiking infrastructure, and start, well, pull out the map, pull out the compass and start learning, and start understanding how things on the map look in reality and vice versa, and also how distances feel like on the map and in reality. I am right now actually looking for the way out of the forest. It seems like I have reached my turning point where I will be heading home, but it's time for the third tip. So shoes will be the most important thing that you will buy in the beginning. So don't get yourself too frustrated about the backpacks, about other things. Shoes will probably help you in, well, in going the distance and also in covering the terrain. So invest in them. And I bought, I think, my last shoes that I'm changing right now. I'm switching to new shoes. I bought them 5 or 6 years ago, and each year around 1,000 kilometers, well, on average, so to say. So I didn't take good care of them, and they still lasted. So investing in good shoes is very good investment, especially in the hiking. And I personally chose shoes that could be used with a heavy backpack in winter and in the summer. So I'm kind of that universal guy. I'm not too fussy about having light and easy ones for the summer and going harder in winter. But it's your choice. Nevertheless, shoes are important, and this is a very good thing to invest in. Speaking of investing and of buying things, the thing that you can save quite a lot on is clothing, especially fleece jackets, various summer pants, and etc. You can buy them used. You can buy them used in second-hand shops, and you can get yourself quite a good set of clothing for super cheap. At least in Lithuania, sometimes you can get one item for €1. So does this get any cheaper? Nevertheless, if you are planning on some sort of more specialized trips and difficult situations, then you should be buying equipment, clothing especially, that suits your needs, that suits the functionality that you will need. So don't let the budget or just the availability of the item decide for you. So if you're just starting out and you are wondering that, oh, I don't have the newest, latest fleece jacket, you can get it secondhand for dirt cheap. Also, you can do the same for other things like backpacks, for example. This will help you also learn about how they differ, what you can put in them, what capacity of the backpack you need. So try out doing that like second-hand way in the beginning. My first second-hand backpack lasted me 10 years, I think. So also a thing to consider. This swampy forest is super nice. What can I say? I will be coming back here in the summer. But let's not get distracted. My following tip is for you to go slow, right, and silently. Not like maybe now I'm going slow, but definitely not silently. But the thing that this helps to achieve is, first of all, it will get you more awareness of the surroundings, but also it lets nature to, well, calm down a little bit in your presence, and you will start hearing more birds. You might even see animals, and in general you will feel, well, more connected to the surroundings. So this is a good exercise to do. You can start practicing it like on the sections of the trail. Maybe you at some point you were walking and you noticed that you disturbed the animals, so next time you go there around that area, start walking slowly, silently, and maybe you will start seeing more. And my final tip, probably this is the one that I have given the most, is dedicate a day for hiking and stick to it. So, for example, dedicate every second Sunday for hiking, and go hiking no matter the weather, the circumstances. This will teach you a lot about equipment. This will teach you a lot about outdoors in general, about hiking in various situations. This will teach you a lot about yourself. So do that, don't hesitate. If it's raining, rain very often changes, and especially if you are keen about hiking, and maybe you are preparing for a through hike or just for a very long expedition that you will be doing. So learning about the equipment and yourself, and in general what things are needed, what new unknowns you will have about the outdoors and nature itself, this is very important, and this is a very good way to do that, because, well, no matter the circumstances, you are going out. So do that for the whole year. You will learn a lot about how hiking changes in winter, in summer, in spring, in autumn. You will see how many bugs are in different places, and you will also, well, learn about your needs when you are hiking, and this will develop resilience actually in yourself. You will become more robust. You will not be afraid about certain circumstances, probably situations or contexts. So this is a good way to begin hiking, and I invite you to do it this year, because, well, For many people it's much easier when the season is warmer, so snow is already melting, and I hope these tips were helpful for you to begin. So have good trips in the upcoming seasons, and have good impressions actually in the nature, so have a good one in general. I hope this was useful for you, and if so, you can consider subscribing or leaving a comment behind. Maybe you have other tips that are useful for people who are just starting out. I'm here in the frozen swamp. Maybe you are in the jungle currently, and tips probably would differ a bit, so share yours in the comments. Now I actually need to find my way back. I already know the way back, but we have water that is it looks like it's getting deeper a little bit, or at least darker, and I know that home is like in that direction. It will take a while to get back, and the thing is that the sun is setting. I was not expecting this to take this long, and although I won't finish in the darkness, this is a very nice reminder of how things can change unexpectedly, although right now it seems that everything is fine. Camera is already what is it, only one stick of battery left, even less, so I think I should focus myself more onto walking rather than filming. So this is it. The hike is over. I'm back in the open. The forest that I came, the swamp that I came from, is over here, and all that is left is a kilometer or so on the gravel road back to the village. So I'm very happy about this day. I think that I already said it a few times, and I saw many tracks of the animals, and I got my curiosity, like it spiked quite a lot. So I'm looking forward for the upcoming season of the spring and summer, and spending more time in this particular area, because there were so many different tracks that the variety of animals inside there is very good. It was a day full of nice quality hiking, with little adventures, with little challenges, and what can you want more? Yeah. Thank you for watching.